Altavia is an agency specialized on retail, and we have been doing a lot of print communication for 30 years because this was an important need for the retailers. But the retail is now evolving very quickly, and we have to adapt to the innovations and even to anticipate the innovations because that's what our clients are asking to us. They want us to help them in inventing the new retail, the retail of the future. The changes in the retail are due to e-commerce, of course, but not only. The physical retail is also in a change track because the clients have different needs today than what they had 20 or 50 years ago. Nobody knows exactly where we are going, and we as a creative agency we can help our clients in understanding and inventing what they will have to do in the future. So what we are doing now is this, of course, especially on digital, but also completing our network, because we have a lot of international clients and they want us to be present where they are. So that's why we are completing the network in Asia, South America and Africa.
There's definitely a change in retail. If you see the entire upcoming of the e-commerce in general, and we believe that retail will have another purpose in the future. Retail needs to evolve from a space where people come and buy some things towards a space where people are coming to experience something. So it's a space where people can feel things, try new things that they can buy, and afterwards they might buy this on e-commerce. But we see an evolution from a pure sales oriented space towards more an experience oriented space, where today retailers, they need to make sure that the experience or the consumer experience in general is on all the different channels in line. And so that's where we see retail evolve, and a big part to this evolution will be done through digital. Digital just as a sales channel, so the e-commerce part, but also on the other side how we can engage consumers in the retail space, and this is something that can be done through digital supports like virtual reality or augmented reality or tablets or interactive displays or magic mirrors, things like this. These are all digital tools that we can put in place in a retail channel.
Do you think that physical retail will disappear?
Yes, no. Just as I said, I think that there's a big change that is coming up. If you look at what's going on in the States today, we see there is an immense coming up of Amazon, but also Amazon needs to distribute their product. So they're also investing in brick and mortar. If you see that they invest in Whole Foods, they see there is also a need of having a distribution channel that is brick. On the other side, I do believe that there is a change happening there. There's a change on how we look at retail, how we see shops today will not be the same way as we see shops in 10 years, for example. And so, no, it will not disappear, but it will change radically, no doubt.
The communication for the retailers is very different from the communication we have to do for brands. The rhythm is totally different. A retailer has to communicate almost every day because he has to attract his clients every day in his shops. So we have to adapt to this high rhythm. We have to be able to do things in a few hours. We have to be able to work continuously and not for 2 campaigns a year. So when an agency is capable to do that, the clients need also the agency to do it for everything they are doing. And that's why it's important for them to have 1 point of contact for the print creation, the publishing, the print management, digital activities, because all those communication activities have to go together. And you cannot have an agency working in 2 hours on print and another agency that needs 2 months to create a digital campaign, for example. So that's why they are interested. Once they have a partner that is able to work at this speed, they are asking us to do everything. Well, for us, for Altavia, we have an activity in Turkey for 20 years, and we wanted to be stronger on the digital part of the communication. So we had contacts with Decathlon beginning last year, and we decided that it was the right partner for us and that they could manage all the communication activities that we have to run in Turkey. So we made the merging because it's very important for us to have partners and not employees managing our business units. So we merged last year in November, and the first results are very good. I mean, it started very quickly, so they will say more than I could about that, but the idea for us was to have in Turkey, like we have in other countries, a complete offer.
We have been observing, and we knew Altavia Group in local and global level for a while. And when there was the opportunity for us to, bring a full service offering and also being part of a strong global network and improve our services on a local and global level, it was a great opportunity. So we wanted to evaluate this opportunity, and we, after signing the deal, we started creating or offering on a more stronger level and integrating onto the retail business, onto the near business units, and we started developing our company with the Altavia's offerings as an integrated communication one-stop shop. And now we also go stronger on the retail industry, which is quite an important industry in Turkey. And there are many retailers who are exporting worldwide, especially in fashion retail, or there are many shopping malls in Turkey. It's a very important industry and part of the economic growth in Turkey. So it was a great opportunity for us to play in the Champions League. Now also we have the opportunity to develop business in the global brands, where Altavia is working in Europe, in Asia or North America, many great brands worldwide, especially in our local business. And as a digital and technology focused company, now we have the opportunity to also provide our services to those brands on an international level or on a local level with a better know-how. And it's a very exciting area for us.
Now we are integrating two different but the main focused agencies in Turkey, because Altavia has very good reputation in Turkey since 20 years, and also Decathlon is one of the biggest digital agency in Turkey. So now we are integrating two strong agencies in the part of the Altavia Decathlon. Now we are combining the services in one brand agency. Then we can serve our digital focus, digital expertise, and also the retail expertise and marketing expertise in one team. So now the teams from the different expertises, different know-hows can work together in the same agency. So the clients also need to get this synergy, this approach from the agencies. You know that in the world, the agencies are combining their services, their teams. So now we are doing in Turkey for now, and we have started to do in the Altavia Decathlon agency. So the clients can see the opportunities and also the advantages of this approach for now, because you know that the retail business is so wanted day-to-day business, and also digital world is also day-to-day business. So now we are very quick agency, and we can create very quick and fast solutions for our companies, for our clients. On the other hand, we can create a integrated strategy for our also clients. And in the execution and strategy part, we can create a difference in the Altavia Decathlon agency.
The communication for the retail, not only for the retailers but also for the brands that wants to communicate in the retail, has to be local. It's very difficult to do that on an international level. So we have to offer a strong team in each country, because the culture is different, but also the way people are buying things, what they are waiting from the shops is different from one country to the other. So it's very important to have local people who understand that and who can give answers adapted to this cultural background. And this is how Altavia has organized its network. It's not a network with international clients and people who will adapt international campaigns. It's a network of strong teams everywhere, and that's what we wanted to have in Turkey. A strong team that is able to offer everything the clients need in the retail.
Let me explain one thing. First of all, we have an entity that's called Altavia Coach, and within Altavia Coach we are searching and scanning the market for startups that are related to retail. So that could be technological startups, but also others, and we are looking for partners in this within this space of startups. And these startups, they could be either listed as potential partners for our different business units in the world, or either we could go into an investment in these startups. What is the reason to do this is because, first of all, we have a privileged partnership with our clients, so we know what our client demands today, what they are looking for, what their specific needs are, and I think that's a massive benefit towards working with these startups. Today we have launched 2 incubators. There's one incubator in Lille in France, and there's another one in Shanghai. And maybe we could also do this in Istanbul, who knows. On top of that, we have a team in San Francisco, and in San Francisco these guys, they are looking for also for startups that are related to the retail environment or the retail industry in general. And they also do sourcing. They are available for our clients everywhere in the world to come up with the most innovative solutions for their problems. And so yes, we do have an innovation space, and so maybe we could put it also here in place in Istanbul. Who knows?
The answer to your question is, are we looking for innovative startups in Turkey? Yes. Do we intend on short term to have an incubator in Istanbul like the ones we have in Lille or in Shanghai? No, because we first want to test it and to organize it well before we will decline it in other countries.
We had the chance to meet up with the Altavia Coach startups in France and do some workshops with them. And then we also now are trying to create added value for our clients on a local level. So we are making some tests with them, especially the software as a service startups, where they can quickly use and start benefiting from them. Also, there are some retail technologies. Now we are bringing them to Turkey, and also where our clients can benefit from the new technologies like robots or hardwares or analytics tools in their shops. So it will be also one of our added value and competitive advantage in Turkey, where our clients can benefit from the new media and new technologies we will bring from the network and from the startups Altavia Group is investing. It will be an important power of us. Communication campaigns mostly focus on local teams, but now we have many tools like social media and digital platforms or programmatic tools or CRM tools where we can store the target audience from different countries on a database, and then we can reach those people through very quick tools. We can now benefit from real-time marketing, we can benefit from mobile phones, and we can target all people from all around the world. Of course, there will be many challenges among the culture, but it's possible to serve clients on a global level from our office in Turkey. We did it for many local clients who are serving their target audience worldwide, and we still keep on working on many regions, and we are more strong on the near markets like the Middle East or Balkan countries or Russian-speaking countries, because we can empathize more with those people. But on the Western Peninsula, for example, in America or the Western Europe, there will be more challenge because there is more cultural gap with the local cultures. But we still can use resources, for example, technology development or media planning from our office in Turkey, and we can still serve international campaigns, be part of those campaigns, but our core concentration will remain on a local level.
Yes, now we have started firstly to meet with the Altavia's other business units with our steering committee. The groups has a operation as a steering committee which is done 4 times in a year. So we can meet with the other business units and we can cooperate our know-how and expertises and some experiences in that committee meetings. These committees are doing in different countries of our business units. For example, last time we were in Düsseldorf. We had an office in Düsseldorf as a business unit, and before that we had a meeting in Rome, in our Rome office. So we can meet and see the people from different business units in their locations, and we can communicate very easily, and it brings a value for us and for our also clients, because we can share our expertise, our know-hows in an easy way. So now we have started to work with our other business units, and we can use these opportunities for our clients, and we can also share our experiences to our other business units.
For example, we had an operation and a store launch in Moscow, and we have cooperated with the Russian Altavia team for the production and the localization of the units for the operation. And other than this, we can also work on different expertise companies within the group. It doesn't have to be a geographical advantage. For example, in Italy, we have an expert team on user experience. And now for one of our local clients, we are working with the team in Italy for their new user experience design, for their websites and for their digital assets. And also, in addition to the digital parts, we have expert retail companies. And in the UK, for example, we have an expert retail design company, and now we are benefiting from their expertise to create a similar service offering in Turkey for our clients.
For us, the collaboration between the business units is of course very important, but it means that we have to organize it. And if we want the business units to cooperate, the managers and the people working in those different business units has to know each other. They have to be very familiar with the others. So that's why we are organizing a lot of activities to offer them the occasion of discussing together, spending a few days together. We have 2 seminars with all the managers every year. We have 4 or 5 steering committees every year. We have digital seminar. We have a lot of activities, but the goal of those activities is not only to discuss a topic, it's also to have the occasion of knowing the others and to be able to work with them better when they will need, for example, to do something with the Russian or the Spanish team. Dubai or anything else, yes. We believe that Turkey is an important place for us. First of all, because it's a large country with many people, but also because it has a regional role to play. So the region and the countries around Turkey can be covered by a regional center in Turkey. It's also a very dynamic market for retail, but also for all the industry, and innovative. I mean, Turkey, for example, on digital, is more innovative than other European countries. So it is important for us to be present in Turkey for innovation, for the regional covering, and we are expecting a lot of the activity and the future of Decathlon, Altavia Decathlon in Turkey. It's a more unstable country than other countries, yes, of course, but it's not the only one. I mean, we can't be only present in very stable countries, and sometimes the surprise can come from an unexpected country. So the changes are so quick in our world that a quiet country can become not that quiet just a few months or a few years later. So of course we had to consider that there is some instability on political level, but what we feel is that the economical activity remains strong. So I would say that the main risk for us is the currency risk more than the economical risk.
I believe it's also a question of having faith in people, and and I think that we express a certain faith in Turkish people in a sense, and the Turkish economy in large. If you look at the past, there have been ups and downs in the country, but it's definitely something where the fact that the people as such they are really strong. They come through a normal a dip sometimes, and it's a question of having faith in them.